Hey, AP Bio test takers. I just wanted to kind of run through a list and make sure you are ready for your test on Monday. Have all the things that you need. So again, the test is on Monday at noon. You need to be logged in and ready to go a half an hour before that. All right, so I'm going to kind of go through my checklist here. These are things that you should check you have, like now. Okay, so get them together. And check back. There's two other posts that I have posted information on the exam. Okay, the first one, it's like a 50-page kind of document, but it's pretty easy to quickly scan, and many of those pages are test specific, so you could just go to the biology one once you get to that stuff. Please scan through there. There's also a link of videos to watch to make sure you understand what you're doing. If you haven't watched those, do that as well. And a few other documents that I have linked. One mostly focused on how to do your practice submitting, so you have that done. So hopefully you've tried that. Okay, so you should have an exam ticket email. So make sure you've gotten that. You should have a checklist. That was one of the things that I linked to one of the posts as well. Fill out that exam day checklist. One of the things that are on there, it kind of makes sure you have everything you need. And one of the things on there is copying your AP ID onto it so that you'll have that right there, ready to type in on Monday. All right. Make sure that you've figured out what device that you are using. It's charged, it's ready to go, it's functioning well. You've discussed with your family so they know that you're using this from 11:30 to 1. So along that same line, figure out, where am I testing? Where am I comfortable and it's quiet? And my family knows to leave me alone at that time. No disruptions, all that kind of stuff. You should use Google Chrome as your browser. Hopefully that's not an issue. Make sure you're somewhere that the internet is reliable. If that's not at your house, maybe, your grandma or someone, find some place that the internet is reliable. I'm hoping I heard from you by now if you don't have a place that internet's reliable. We could probably set you up at school somewhere if you can't find reliable internet, but I need to know now. All right, and then that biology formula sheet, I've sent that out to you as well. But if any of this stuff is confusing or you need any of this, let me know and I can send it to you. So that'll be a good reference sheet. Those are things that pretty much are absolutely required. Things that I would suggest also having is pen or pencil and some scratch paper, just to write yourself some notes. Maybe you need to draw something, an outline, whatever. You can also have access to your notes, assessments, things like that. If you're going to use that, I would suggest having it organized in a very efficient manner. You're not going to have time to look through all your notes for one particular topic. Let's see. And hopefully you've done the practice exam where you practice submitting. If you haven't done that, please do that so you're ready. Basically, you have to submit your paper. There will be a timer on the computer as you're doing this. It'll give you a warning a few minutes before, but before that clock runs out, you need to actually submit your paper. Okay, you just press the submit button. And then if that's your first one, the second one will pop up. And if that's the second one, then you're done. So you're going to have two short 20, 25-minute FRQs. I will say that it's been mentioned that you might not finish it, and that's okay. You can still get a 5 and not finish it, is the claim that's the AP College Board has put out there. So do be efficient. Try and finish, but don't stress about not finishing if you're doing quality work. I think this is probably going to be kind of hard, okay? And that's why they put that in there. You might not get through it. Don't, once you read the particular question, take a moment to think big picture. Don't get overwhelmed by big vocab. Maybe they're talking about, let's say, enzymes, and they're actually listing out the name of the enzymes. Okay. Maybe you want to just name them in your mind, enzyme A and enzyme B or something. So you're not like totally flustered with just the vocab. Okay. So don't get overwhelmed by big, I shouldn't say vocab, but like molecules that they maybe list out. Okay. Try and take a step back. What process are we talking about? One of the questions is going to focus more on kind of like experimental process. So try and think big picture, scientific design, what's happening, what's influencing what in what kind of manner. So even if you don't know the specifics of a particular process, you probably can at least speak to the generalizations. Okay, so don't write something down. Okay, maybe it has to be pretty big and vague. Maybe you know the specifics. Okay, but don't worry if you don't. Okay, and let me see if I can like think of an example to help that make sense. Maybe it's a question on nerve impulses. Okay, so maybe you don't know the specifics of a particular neurotransmitter, okay, or the specifics of how the receptor works, but you understand concentration gradients. You understand, receptor proteins in general. Okay, they attach to something, it changes their shape, it causes a cascade of events inside. Now, you don't maybe know what dopamine particularly does, but you can talk to that generalization of signal transduction. Okay, so let me see. I don't know what else I have to say except for you're awesome for giving this a go, especially with so many unknowns out there. I wish I could help you more, but it's unknown to me too, exactly how this is going to go. Honestly, like, I'm sad for you because usually, like, my students do pretty well on the multiple choice because we've kind of like gone over quite a bit of broad general material, and there's a little bit here we didn't get to, or a little bit there. With 2 questions, it's kind of like, shoot. Hopefully we talked about that specific topic. However, again, go back to big generalizations if we haven't, and good luck, okay? Thanks so much, and make sure you're rested and you've eaten and you're not like just rolling out of bed at 11:30, okay? And you're good to go for Monday. I won't be posting anything on Monday. I mean, that's your guys' day to just take the exam. All right. Thanks for all your hard work, you guys. Have a great weekend.